What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Nerdz Eye View podcast. I'm Ethan.
I'm Adrian.
And thank you for joining us on another episode. Today we're going to be talking about Echo, the new show, Marvel Spotlight show. Got a couple other stuff lined up that we're going to talk about. Where you want to start?
What's Marvel Spotlight?
It's like their new genre of show,
What does that entail?
like a short series.
Okay, because obviously Echo is a part of it. I noticed that when I was watching it, it said Marvel Spotlight. Yeah. I didn't know what that meant, though.
Yeah, so it's basically like, not like a short film, but like it's basically a short series on smaller characters, I think is what they're going to do.
Interesting.
Which is scary because people are saying that Daredevil, the new show, is going to be a Spotlight because the director came out and said that their episode list is getting smaller and smaller by the day, which is scary.
I mean, I feel like what if they just introduce him like through the show, but they just have him in other stuff? You know what I mean?
But this is supposed to be his show. It's Daredevil Born Again.
Right, and it's still going to be his show. But I'm saying, like, we already had a whole 2 seasons of Daredevil.
Not enough.
Well, I agree. But I'm saying if they're going to use him in bigger projects, I don't see anything wrong with it as long as they continue to make Daredevil content, I guess. Do you like Charlie Cox's Daredevil?
I fucking love Charlie Cox.
He loves what?
I love Charlie's cock. I have an autograph. I have a signed pop by him.
I think, yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I think he does a really good job, especially in like the 5 minutes he's in Echo. He fucking kills it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about it.
What do you rate it? 1 to 10. Echo.
I give it a 9.
I think it's up there too.
I think it's really good.
I would say like probably 9, maybe 8.5.
Yeah.
Not quite a 9, but it's really good. I really liked it.
I mean, just from like the Marvel shit that we've been getting, in the past couple of years, I don't think there's been the quality that there has been since this show.
Yeah.
I mean, Loki, had good quality, of course, but just like
love Loki.
The writing didn't really hit like Echo did.
Did
in
you
my
cry?
opinion. Huh?
Did you cry?
In Echo?
Yeah.
No.
I teared up a little bit.
Why?
Just emotional.
What was sad though?
Just they like how emotional they get about their ancestors and stuff. I'm like, oh.
Hits me. So let's talk about that. I mean, they did a really good job of being respectful to the culture.
Yeah. And they did the what's it called? The credit at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is cool.
Is it Choctaw in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's really interesting to see all the different aspects of that culture. I think they did it tastefully. They didn't
It wasn't weird or corny.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
or forced or anything like that.
Yeah.
They use a lot of the actors from Twilight. Did you notice that?
No.
The native people in Twilight.
What's funny? Jade did say that though, 'cause she watched the first episode, or we watched the first episode, and she said that because the grandpa, she was like, he's like every native guy ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, I've never seen him in anything, but I didn't know he was in Twilight.
Yeah, he was like the uncle in Twilight, but then the uncle in Echo was the like alpha wolf in Twilight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then the first, like the first girl that you see in the episode, like the god.
Oh
native,
yeah.
She was the like girl wolf in Twilight.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was like freaking out more than I probably should have. I was like, dude,
the fact that you knew that,
but I haven't seen these characters in like years. I haven't seen these actors in years.
You just did a Twilight.
Right, but I'm saying like a new stuff because they look so old now. So Kingpin, he's alive.
Yeah. Also, that's crazy. He got shot in the fucking face and lives.
How is his eyes still?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Does he have? I'm assuming that thing helps heal it. That he had. Yeah, because
do you watch it with subtitles?
Yeah, always.
So like you notice when he's taking it off, it says like gears winding or some shit.
Yeah.
Gears winding or whatever. It's like I don't know what the eye patch thing was, but
do you think it's like a prosthetic eye?
That's what I was thinking, but like it seemed like it was uncomfortable to take whatever was on there off.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, shout out that fucking actor of Kingpin. I think he plays it really well.
Oh, D'Onofrio?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's great.
He's like really small in real life.
What do you mean? They make him look fucking huge in the show,
That's what I'm
dude.
saying. What's his name?
I don't know his actual name. What am I talking about? Vincent D'Onofrio, yeah.
Like he looks fucking like a normal guy here.
Yeah.
But he looks massive in the show. I wonder like what.
Look up his. Are you talking about like physics? I thought you meant like height wise.
Well, both probably.
What's his height? Let's go down. About 6'4", bro. He's fucking massive.
Yeah, but Kingpin's like 6'9" in the fucking comics.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I think he does a really good job of Daredevil. I think they did a good job of kind of fleshing out that character a little bit more.
Yeah.
With his past and stuff, and kind of like how they did with Killmonger, where like you kind of feel sorry for the villain, even though they did do a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I think they did
Makes
a good
him more
job about
human.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to be dead, but like I just feel like it's kind of a cop out to just make him. Yeah, but they set everything up for him to be dead.
Yeah, but it just didn't make sense for him to die that early.
But like comically, does he
supposed
have
to-
like a fucking invincibility thing?
No.
I thought he was just like a
he's
big
just the
strong
fucking
guy.
kingpin, bro.
What does that mean?
He's just that fucking guy. He's him. Just a fucking Guido.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's Italian or not.
Like it
I
just
don't think
doesn't-
he has he doesn't have any like special ability, as far as I'm aware of.
Well, he's just very strong. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know that. But like,
The big fucking white dude.
did he get fucking dropped into a
Oh.
vat of acid? And
It's
they
called
just
trauma,
fucking-
dude.
That's crazy.
Childhood trauma. That's all you need.
Okay, because you remember the first Spider-Man game? He's fucking like
Yeah.
punching out buildings and
Yeah.
shit. I don't know. Who else?
That's all that fucking
how did you like
pasta.
the actor or actress of Maya?
I liked her. I thought she was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone did a really good job on that show, to be honest with you. Even you know what's funny? The dog got a credit. The credits, Billy Jack.
Yeah,
His name is Buzz.
that's crazy.
I just thought that was funny. They're like, let's give a credit to the dog,
That's funny.
Billy Jack, but his name's Buzz. No, yeah, I thought everyone did really good. I'm happy that Kingpin isn't dead because obviously I feel like that was a villain that needed to be in Spider-Man, like in the movies coming forward or going forward, because he's such a big villain. He's a big deal when it comes to the comics that it would not make sense for him to not be in the movies also. So when they're like, oh, we don't know if he's dead or not, I'm like, there's no way he's dead. He can't be.
Yeah.
You know how he survived? That's crazy. I hope they talk about that just a little bit because that's insane how he actually survived getting shot in the fucking eye socket. But no, yeah, he's a really cool character, like enemy. I also wish we get more. I hope we get more like Norman Osborn.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're setting up Kingpin to, spoiler alert, but the post-credit scene is him, talking about being running from mayor.
Yeah.
But also, I just don't think Kingpin versus Tom Holland, like those are two very different tones.
Well, yeah.
I mean, speaking of, I mean, just looking at this show itself, it's very like gory and very violent.
It was MA.
Yeah.
Yeah, rated MA, which is crazy.
It's so surprising for
Yeah.
Disney and Marvel, but they fucking killed it.
yeah.
I mean, you're fucking showing people brains getting fucking blown out.
I was noticing that too. I was like, damn, motherfucker. Like when they shot the guy in the skating rink,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
That's what
like
I'm saying.
that didn't like hurt me, but I was like, for like Disney, that's
Yeah.
kind of wild, bro. Like,
Which I appreciate. I mean, I
Yeah.
like that they're pushing the boundaries of what they Disney can release, but
yeah,
I don't think they would mix that with the upcoming Marvel movies.
I don't know. I think they kind of have to.
It would be fucking dope. Cause like imagine a world where we have Daredevil, Punisher, Spider-Man all on the same screen,
Because those guys are more
street level.
well that, but I mean more. They're more like the Punisher and Daredevil. That's a darker series in general.
Right.
Spider-Man's not really like that, so it would be interesting to see how that correlates, or like how they move forward, trying to merge those two worlds.
But
like
that's what
that.
they're setting up for these next Spider-Man
Yeah.
movies. Is they're bringing him back to the streets
Yeah.
rather than him being a
To the
fucking
streets.
world-ending
Keep it 55th Street,
Thanos
but you
fighting
cut.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. But I mean, that'd be fucking amazing if we saw anything like that with, what's his name? The Punisher actor.
John Berthel.
John Berthel.
God, yeah, I love that guy. I love that guy.
I mean, we already saw, Matt Murdock on
Did a great job on the bear.
Peak fiction. Peak fiction. What else about Echo?
I don't know. I think kind of covered all the bases. It was pretty solid. I wonder if we'll see more of her. If she's kind of just like, gonna be there. That's kind of what I was wondering too. Is are they gonna do more with her? It was just kind of just a fun show to kind of introduce Kingpin back into the series or whatever.
Like the powers
Yeah.
that she gets.
Yeah.
I wish I would have gotten a
She
little
got
more.
eye hands.
Okay.
I can light up.
I wish we got a little bit more details on what the powers come from, and like I get it, like it's like all of her ancestors channeling through her and stuff, but like
You wouldn't know about that, white man.
wow.
I guess one thing I like about Marvel in general is the fact that they're always trying to be inclusive without being corny.
Mm-hmm.
So like the whole like Native American like superhero thing is kind of cool. Because I was thinking about that the other day, where I was like, they don't have like a Native American hero. Like, who, if they did, who the fuck would it be? Like, what would they do? You know. So this is like a cool like Echo being that like superhero is pretty cool. Which is cool to see, because Marvel's always been really big about being able to look at any kind of superhero and envision yourself as that person, as opposed to like, you know, DC, who everyone's pretty much white, you know, except for like Cyborg.
Blue
yeah.
Beetle.
Huh?
Blue Beetle.
True. Blue Beetle was a great example of that, though, too. Or what's the Black Green Lantern? I don't know his name. I just know it was a Black Green Lantern.
Oh, I should know this, man. Yeah.
I know Hal Jordan is the white guy.
White one, but it's
John Green?
maybe something like that.
I might be wrong.
Something. Go ahead.
Spider-Man 4.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, this is kind of setting up. I mean, I would imagine Kingpin is probably going to be the villain in
Yeah,
Spider-Man 4,
absolutely.
at least the first one.
Yeah.
Because again, they're trying to bring this to more of a.
Do you think they'll introduce the Fantastic Four as well?
No. I think
not?
Fantastic Four needs to be its own movie.
Well, yeah, but like you can have like a cameo, because their main fucking base is in New York.
All right, picture this, right? This is a prediction. Well, hang on. Hear me out. They're going to cut back to this. Peter Parker's in college.
Yeah.
End credits scene, Spider-Man 4. Credits are rolling, right?
Yep.
Peter's going to walk into his first class. Fucking AP Science, whatever. Best class you can get in, right?
Pedro
He's walking
Pascal.
in. No, he's walking. Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Let me finish my fucking point, bitch. He's going to walk in, and then fucking Pedro Pascal's going to be right on the fucking chalkboard. Mr. Richards. Cut to black.
That wouldn't make any sense, but you know.
But that's setting up Reed Richards as a fucking...
Yeah, but Reed Richards doesn't teach.
He could. He's starting out.
I
This
don't
is
know.
Reed Richards.
I guess
before
I
he's
guess
Reed
if it's
Richards.
the MCU, they could do whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
But just me as a comic person, I'm like, he went to college and he met Kurt Connors, and Kurt Connors was his professor.
I guess that's true.
You know what I mean? And they don't have a Kurt Connors in that universe, I don't think.
I just don't. I mean, because obviously they want to bring in the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and all them into the canon MCU. But like, how do you do that tastefully without making it forced or corny or?
Did you see that all the X-Men movies are on Disney Plus now?
Yeah.
I just saw that yesterday, because I know that they just put all the Spider-Man movies on there, and I saw they put all the X-Men movies on there too, which means I guess there's I don't know if that means that there's an official integration of Fox and Disney now, as they can just use them interchangeably. Does that make them all canon now?
I don't think they're canon, but they're.
I think they had to
Well,
be.
then again, because I guess Deadpool's still part of Fox.
Yeah.
Because Deadpool had that cameo with all the. In Deadpool 2, like you remember when all the X-Men are in the room and then Beast shuts the door.
Yeah. So I feel like, and the other thing too is because I know that Tony sold Avengers Tower and they got rid of it. So I'm wondering if that's supposed to become the Baxter Building, or if that is the Baxter Building or whatever, where the Fantastic Four is based out of. You know what I mean? Because that's where they're at, is the Baxter Building, and that's in New York. So I'm wondering if they have to have some sort of cameo in there. They can't not have a cameo in there. I feel like, whether it's like a fucking just a flash sign of the Fantastic Four, he like runs into them like coincidentally or whatever. There has to be.
I just think it'd be cool if that's how they introduced Pedro. I mean, that would go hard.
Yeah.
Pedro I still don't see him as Reed Richards, but whatever.
Hopefully he does a good job.
It's also rumored that Fisk bought Stark Tower.
Oh, okay, so
that's been
they're
like an
not in
ongoing.
there then. The Fantastic Four, I mean.
No, I
Okay.
think Fisk bought it.
That would make sense.
Because remember in Spider-Man: Homecoming, where they're like, it's under new ownership, so you have to move everything out. They thought it's been Fisk since back then, but I think there's something in I saw like a thumbnail of a YouTube video where it's like, something in the show.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Teasing at that, but if they don't use Kingpin, who should they use?
Norman Osborn. Easy.
Think so?
Yeah.
You don't think it's played
They
out?
should. No. I think because it's one of those iconic characters like you can never get rid of. Or you could do like, I was going to say Morbius, but that's kind of.
They did say that, or I don't know who the director is, but the director of the new Spider-Man movies, he said that the villain is going to be someone who hasn't had a live adaptation yet.
For the Spider-Man 4?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one. What do they mean by that, though?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, as in he's never been on screen before? That would be a good one if they did Tombstone, because that could be related to Fisk. Because it's all that crime boss mafia shit.
I feel like they would use him as like a mid-movie villain that leads up to Fisk.
No, he needs so much more.
He's not like a full movie
I think he could
villain, in my opinion.
be. I think he could be.
I don't know where. I saw it somewhere. Anyway, yeah. I mean, everybody's saying like a good Green Goblin would be cool, like the actual monster, not like
That'd
the
be
suit.
cool too. Yeah.
Hobgoblin of.
I was gonna say we haven't met a Harry yet, and Harry's supposed to be Peter's best friend.
Isn't Ned supposed to turn into Hobgoblin though?
Ned in the comics, Ned does. I think Ned was someone he met at the Daily Bugle though, and eventually becomes a Hobgoblin. But I can't remember if he was the first Hobgoblin or not. He might have been. For some reason I always thought Harry was the first Hobgoblin, and then Ned became the Hobgoblin later on. I don't know, but I don't know. For some reason I feel like I don't know. I think Green Goblin's just too good of a villain to pass up. It's just one of those ones that like as long as you do him right, I think it'll be good. You know, but we've seen just about every villain on screen. It's hard to pick one that hasn't been on screen yet, right?
Right.
We've had Venom, Mysterio. We've had obviously Dr. Octopus, Sandman, fucking what's it called? What's that one guy? We've had the Shocker, the Vulture.
Mm-hmm.
Vulture was a great one actually. That I was surprised they did that.
Debatable.
You didn't like the Vulture? I think he could have been done better.
Want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts. That would actually be a great fucking character to throw in there. A love interest. If he doesn't know MJ anymore.
But if he's
down the dumps.
If he's like committed on not finding her,
Trying to
again,
get his Hardy
but
in a
it's already
Hardy?
confirmed that she's gonna be she's returning.
What?
Zendaya.
Well, I know. She could still be in the movie, but she doesn't know who Peter Parker is. That's
Then
what
why
I'm saying.
put her in the movie?
Because that's obvious. You can't just be like, oh, I forgot about MJ. Obviously, she has to be in the movie because we know who she is. There has to be some character development there.
I think I think if they're going to do this right, they need to leave the past 3 movies behind.
No.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense. There has to be remnants. I'm not saying that I don't think she should have a main part in the movie, but they should at least mention. It's like just forgetting about it and moving on. It's be like, what the fuck happened? We need some closure on the event. How's he feeling about it?
The ending of No Way Home is the closure.
No, it's not.
He walks into the coffee shop and he sees the scar on her forehead and he decides to not speak up because he can tell that she is getting hurt from being in his life.
No.
What do you mean no?
I'm not saying that she should be in the movie a lot, but like the first 5 minutes of the movie, 5-10 minutes of the movie,
sure.
he's gonna be fucking That's what I'm saying.
Throw in
bro.
a fucking Zendaya cameo to get the fucking check, but like leave her behind, leave her in the dust.
I agree. Leave her, like fuck her.
Yes,
but she needs to be mentioned at least. She's a major part of Spider-Man, motherfucker.
Show her fucking going to college and then leave it at that.
There you go. Whatever the fucking case is, but she needs to be in the movie. I think just a little bit, and then throw Felicia Hardy in there. Gwen Stacy,
Wait, Ned doesn't even know about him.
Yeah.
Who's going to be his guy in the chair?
Harry.
That's crazy.
I don't think, well, I mean, for the while, Spider-Man doesn't need a guy in the chair. He never has.
Yeah.
So, like,
he could just do it by
he
himself.
could be fine doing it by himself. That's the whole point
It's
of
kind of
Spider-Man.
sad, though. I kind of forgot about Ned not knowing. But then again, like, well, Ned would know who Peter Parker is. Right?
No, he wouldn't.
No, because nobody knows who Peter Parker
Nobody knows who Peter Parker is. No one in the world knows who Peter Parker is.
Kind of hurts my heart, man.
Yeah. Well, did you rewatch the movie? Did you forget?
Well, now it's like coming back to me. It's like, because when he walked up to Happy on Tony Stark's grave, it's like, fuck, it sucks.
I thought it was for May's grave.
Whatever it was.
And he was like, I knew her through Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was.
The Feast or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, rip. R.I.P. Aunt May. Another baddie gone. Sip break?
Yeah. So I mean, if we're sticking on the train of nobody remembers him, I think he just needs to start fresh, like we got in that scene, which I think is cool. I mean,
speaking of Spider-Man, who do you think is the Spider-Man in the Sony universe for Madam Web?
Andrew Garfield.
No one.
I would probably cry.
No one.
If Andrew Garfield just fucking walked.
You know
through
what
the
they
door.
did?
What?
So apparently, because everyone's been rumoring that Andrew Garfield was supposed to be in the Sony Spider-Man-verse, right? So for Madam Web, the movie takes place in like 2003 or something like that, and basically they had Spider-Man scenes in there with Tom Holland, like either as a reference or whatever, and they reshot all of them to take him out. So there's no Spider-Man scenes in Madam Web. There's no confirmed Spider-Man in Sonyverse.
I think they're just doing that so they don't make it about Spider-Man. This is about Madam Web.
But that's the whole fucking point of Madam Web. Madam Web didn't exist without Spider-Man. It's the same way I feel about Venom when they released Venom with no Spider-Man. Venom did not exist without Spider-Man.
Back it up. Put in reverse, Terry.
No.
Doesn't Madam Web control who becomes a Spider-Man?
No.
Isn't that the whole point of her?
No.
Okay, well, enlighten us.
She just sees she sees the web of life, the web of the fucking universe of fate or whatever the fuck. She doesn't control it. She just sees it. That's her whole fucking shtick. She just knows what fucking happens. That's what's her fucking face. Dakota Johnson is basically becoming Madam Web and understanding the totems, right? So
Okay,
there's multiple totems as well. So Spider-Man is a totem, the main special totem. And then you have Silk, who is the bride, another totem, right? See? She doesn't control anything. Telepathy, clairvoyance, and whatever the fuck. Prescience. Look at her. She's a fucking bitch. They have her ranking right here of her fucking abilities, bro.
Durability 1. Energy 1. Fighting skills 1. Intelligence 5.
She's 5'6", 110. That's victim weight. She get taken out with a gust of wind, bro.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That's victim weight. I've never heard anybody say that. Wow.
Yeah. So she just knows basically all the spider people and shit. That's about it. Didn't you ever play Shattered Dimensions?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember it at all. Because in the Spider-Verse movies, I thought that was kind of like setting up Madam Web on how like the web of the universe
I
works.
guess,
You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? Like she's controlling all of the Spider-Man.
But she doesn't control the universe. She doesn't control anything.
The web universe.
She's like more like an oracle.
But like, isn't she like all knowing and all?
Yeah, like an oracle.
But
She
like,
doesn't control anything.
what I'm saying is like she sets things in motion that certain people will become Spider-Man because she knows who will be
No,
a good Spider-Man.
no, she doesn't do that. You're giving her way too much credit.
That doesn't make any sense. Why are we getting a movie of her?
I don't fucking know.
Who first appears to help Spider-Man find a kidnapping? She's not one of the mutants. Lost her power during. Craven would be a cool villain. Spider-Man.
We already have him, and they're gonna ruin him. Did that movie come out yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
We haven't gotten any fucking marketing on it though. It's supposed to come out this year.
Is it really?
Yes.
Damn.
I think end of this year.
I'm gonna see
Is
it.
grandmother of the fourth Spider-Woman. I don't understand then.
She's literally just the one who knows all.
But like, what is this leading to?
I don't know.
Is my question.
I'm sure they're supposed to do some interconnected fucking Spider-Man shit. I'm sure they're trying to introduce a Spider-Verse type thing, which is I'm sure why they're doing that. I don't fucking know. I think she's okay as a character. I don't think there should be a whole movie dedicated to her. I think she's kind of.
I think it's a cool fucking premise. It's a Marvel Final Destination, which is cool.
No,
but it's
and
like
then the whole Ezekiel becoming like basically acting as Morlun is just terrible. I hate that also.
I don't know.
Ezekiel's supposed to help.
It's probably going to be a terrible movie, but
And they still have Ben Parker in the movie also after erasing like all Peter Parker Spider-Man like evidence from the movie, which is like weird. He's just there. No significance at all. Played by that one weird dude from Parks and Rec. Just looks weird.
yeah.
Gives me off vibes.
Interesting. You know what I'm thinking of? The fucking that comic book series. This one. Yeah, because that's what I. But like when I was reading it, it just sets Madam Web up to be like this fucking very powerful being.
No, she's not.
Because
You're thinking of the Weaver.
I don't know, man.
The Web Weaver or
I don't know
something
what's
like
real
that.
anymore.
The Madam Web just sees the web, bro. That's it. You're thinking of the Weaver. The Weaver is the one who connects the lines and everything like that. Who connects the web or whatever.
I don't know anymore.
God, bro.
I don't know.
You're supposed to be a fucking nerd.
You're the comic book
Go
guy.
back to fucking school, bro.
Okay.
Maybe we gotta do a Calvin Klein shoot.
Oh, man. Did you see the Daily Mail
No.
shit about him?
About Jeremy Allen White?
Yeah.
No.
Oop.
Whoa. Someone can't fucking spell.
This headline is so fucking crazy.
Inside the life of Hollywood's newest bad boy, hunk Jeremy Allen White is a chain-smoking, troubled former addict who's been through a messy divorce and has been breathalyzed every time he sees his children. Damn.
People are saying that his ex-wife is the fucking like editor for Daily Mail.
Jesus Christ.
Like, what kind of fucking headline is that?
That's insane.
It's Tom Leonard who fucking made this, but like, what do you have against this fucking this guy?
What do you have against the hunk Jeremy Allen White, dude? God damn. Wait, don't get me bricked up right now, dude.
Oh,
damn.
Wow. Sorry, let me keep scrolling.
Whose horse is that?
That's crazy.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
I saw that this morning. I was like, dude, journalism is so weird to me. Because, like, I mean, I get, you have a job to do, but, like,
Yeah, it's all about clickbait.
you're ruining people's lives
I don't give a
for your
shit.
own gain, right? Of course they don't care. That's why they keep fucking doing it.
Have you seen those like TMZ videos?
Oh, of course,
Where,
yeah.
like, they're all like grouped together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what a bunch of scumbags, dude. They're all like, how can we ruin this person's life? That's insane to me.
Yeah. I'll never, like, that doesn't...
That's why I never want to be famous.
That would never seem like an appealing job.
Yeah. Just being a piece of shit. I love those like funny paparazzi moments though with like celebrities, like that really famous one with Kanye. Good morning, Kanye. Fuck you.
No, he said shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
that's what he said.
He's like,
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, that's funny. All right, speaking on to more nerd shit. Dave Filoni. I know you will never remember his fucking name. Dave Filoni wrote anything good that Star Wars has ever created, basically, right? So whenever there's a good Star Wars movie or show, Dave Filoni wrote it, right? He's that guy, right? So Dave Filoni recently got promoted to Chief Creative Officer of Lucasfilm, right? Which is a big deal because before, Dave Filoni was a writer who would basically be kind of like an advisor. So they would go to Dave Filoni and be like, what should we do? How should we write this? And they would go to Dave Filoni. So his word was kind of like just taken as like advice, as opposed to now that he's Chief Creative Officer, he can really write these shows and put in effort and it'll be fucking good. Because he cares about like the whole franchise of Star Wars, which is pretty cool. But basically, he's working on... So at the end... I'm kind of a hypocrite here because I haven't finished Ahsoka, but I've read some stuff about it. I've read some stuff about it, right? At the end of Ahsoka, basically, is I guess he was talking about how they're trying to find their friend Ezra, right? So he's basically implying that Ezra and Thrawn are in an entirely different galaxy. So he's trying to create a whole new galaxy that has nothing to do with our current understanding of Star Wars. So anything that's happened in this galaxy of Star Wars is going to be completely unrelated to this new galaxy. So he's going to basically expand the Star Wars universe because he said that if they were in that galaxy, they would have been found because there's so many people, there's so many ships flying around, so many signals going out. Somebody would have found Ezra and Thrawn.
They did get found.
Well, yeah, in a different galaxy. That's what he's saying. That's what he's going towards. They were going off into deep space to go find him, which is going to be in a different galaxy.
Yeah, that's where they went.
Yeah, that's my point.
To a different galaxy.
Exactly. But he was saying if they were in that galaxy, they would have been found in that galaxy. But they haven't been. That's why they're going to a different one. This is all from Dave Filoni.
So you're saying he's building out the different galaxy that they
Yes.
went to?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
How does that not make any sense?
Because, like, I guess if you fucking watched Ahsoka, you'd understand. But at the end of Ahsoka, the whole point is that they're trying to leave that place.
Trying to leave what? The other galaxy?
The new galaxy that they went to.
Exactly. But that's becoming a whole new place for Star Wars, is basically what he's saying.
Oh, I get it. I get what you're saying. But, like, I guess just connecting that to Ahsoka doesn't make sense.
I don't know. That's what the article said. I just read, bro.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, the direction of connecting whatever Dave Filoni's doing to Ahsoka doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I feel like
I think that they just need to take the IP Star Wars, right, which is already a fantastic universe.
Mm-hmm.
I want all new characters, all new fucking creatures.
that's what the new galaxy is going to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But don't connect it to Ahsoka, is my point. Don't connect it at all. Did you see the new the Star Wars game that's going to come out?
Nope.
So it's a completely new take on a Star Wars game.
Uh-huh.
It's like think of like a Han Solo bank robber.
Yeah.
It's a female led. It's a female character. No lightsabers, no Jedi, no Force. Just straight up Star Wars universe, blasters, and fucking fun. A lot of people hate that because they want to fucking swing around, light swords all day.
It's a good fresh take, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need in a movie form.
Yeah. Well, I think there has to be some thread connecting to the separate universe.
Like why they got there.
Yeah.
I don't think
Like, how do we get introduced to these characters or whatever? I mean, I'd be fine, I guess, also if they just start up a whole new galaxy or whatever. But he wanted to basically, I forgot how they explained it, but basically, like, he wants to bring it together into the Star Wars universe, but also be separate or something like that. I don't know, but I'm hyped for it because Dave Filoni is a good writer, and anything he's worked on has been pretty solid. Look, he's worked on Avatar: The Last Airbender, fantastic show. The Mandalorian, awesome. And on the theatrical television series Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which was fantastic.
Do you think Star Wars is defined by the Force / lightsabers? Like what?
I think it has been.
But like, how can you so? Let's say Dave Filoni makes a separate universe.
Yeah.
No Jedi's, no. I mean, how could you do it? That's what I'm saying. Like, how could you make a
we've
Star
gotten
Wars
into this
universe
before.
without the Force?
I think we've gotten into this before.
No, I'm not saying what the Force is. I'm just saying, like, obviously they would have to mention it to define it as Star Wars, right?
I think the living Force, you can't get away from the Force.
Okay.
In
So,
that,
so the Force defines Star Wars.
Yes.
Is that the answer? Okay, that's what I.
Yes.
That's what I was asking.
I think so, because it's the
That's
living
crazy.
Force. Just to say, same way, Ahsoka is a student of the living Force. She's not a Jedi. The same way that Qui-Gon Jinn was a student of the living Force. He can give a fuck about the Council. He can give a fuck about anything, right? That's why I love that. Because I feel like people get caught up in the Jedi and the Sith. It's not about the Jedi and the Sith, bro. It's about the fucking Force and how we use it and how we live our lives like that. Or they live their lives like that. Not we, because we're not in the Star Wars universe. But that's what I think. I think it's all about the Force. I don't think you can. I mean, I guess you can tell stories without the Force because it's not like everyone who lives in the Star Wars universe knows about it and is like connected to it in the same way that the characters we know are. So I think if they were to tell a story without that, it would be okay.
I guess I'm just trying to get their thought process of where they want to take the universe because they've already announced that the Daisy Ridley is going to come back as Rey.
Yeah.
For a movie.
Yeah.
They haven't said what it is yet. And they're also going to make an Old Republic movie about like the first Jedi Order.
The High
High Republic.
Yeah,
there
High
you go.
Republic.
Yeah.
Era, yeah. They did
That's
comments on that too.
That's been announced.
So that's like way before the prequels, though, right?
Which is, I mean, it's very fascinating because did you play the new Force Awakens game?
What? Force Awakens. When did that come out?
Last year.
Hell no.
That was a stupid question. Of course, you didn't play it.
I can start it.
You might have started it, but you didn't fucking finish. Anyway, the villain in that game it is from the High Republic.
Yeah.
He basically got like cryo frozen for thousands of years and gets woken up. But like there's flashbacks of that era, and it's like they're all like all-knowing, peaceful characters. So I think it should be cool. I don't know where I was going with that, dude. Why is this an issue today?
Yeah, what is going on, bro? You have your fucking Celsius or the fuck you're drinking, that fruity ass drink.
Alani.
Oh.
Kendrick.
When I used to work at QT, there was this lady who would come in, and she would buy the fucking packs. Like the shit that would get shipped in that we would take out and then individually put in there. She'd be like, nah, just give me the fucking packs of them, the whole that you get from the vendors. And I was like, damn, lady, you can just do this shit on Amazon. You probably save money doing that. Like, we have to charge you individually for them.
Oh, that's crazy. There's no like a barcode on the. That's crazy.
I'm like, so you're paying like $213, $250, whatever it is for this fucking drink. You could just go on Amazon and save way more money. I don't get why people do that shit.
The convenience.
Some lady tried to come to Starbucks and she wanted to buy our like 20 individual tea bags. I was like, just go to fucking Target. Like, we're right next to a Target. Just go there. Because it was going to be like fucking $50 or something like that. And it was like, ma'am, just go and spend $15 on a fucking pack of them. Like 30 of them. Like, what the fuck?
People will pay for convenience.
Like, why do they not... Like, why do they not think of that? I don't know.
People, man. I don't know.
Blows my fucking mind. Back on the Starbucks shit. Fuck them. I woke up this morning. I had 2 charges on my card in my sleep. 2 $20 charges to my fucking card. And someone went on my Starbucks app and sent themselves 2 $20 gift cards, right? So I got an email for it, right? And they you can put a message with an e-gift card, right? This motherfucker puts, be who you are and what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind, right? Crazy. And then he put some shit in French. Les principaux conseillers de Trump ont resentment, or whatever the fuck, right? Google Translate that shit. What does that even mean? Trump's top advisors recently.
That's crazy.
That's some crackhead shit.
Is he gaslighting you?
I don't
thinking,
know.
Like, this is okay?
I don't know. So you steal from me, and then you put a fucking message on the e-gift card that says, be who you fucking feel. Like, what the fuck?
It's like people who...
Be who you are and what you feel. Because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
Exactly. So you're saying, like, if you care about this, you don't fucking matter.
Yeah. I ain't got that kind of money, bro.
Dude,
I care.
The gaslighting is crazy.
Dude, it's just insane. And I was like, and then this whole thing about Trump was just like, what the fuck? That didn't make any sense. So, and then I call the helpline. They're no fucking help, by the way. Starbucks helpline, fix your shit. Apparently, it's been going on since 2015. I ain't gonna get into the whole thing, but it pissed me off. Way to ruin my fucking morning. Fuck Starbucks, because they didn't help shit when I fucking called the helpline. So fuck that guy. If I knew how to hack, this would be my villain origin story, bro. And I would ruin his fucking life.
I'd bring down the corporation.
I would bring everything down. I'd burn it down like Fight Club.
I fucking hate people who fucking like steal and scam like that.
You're telling,
like, so I brought up Scammer Payback, that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Recently they released a video of like.
They brought down the whole operation, right?
Yeah, but it was like a 2-year-long process where they couldn't like speak anything about it.
Mark Rober was in on it, wasn't he?
No, they collaborated on something, but this was like pretty recent. But like they hacked into like there's this CCTV cameras in the office, and they just spied them for like years.
Yeah.
And like they finally, got enough information to bring it to the Indian police.
Yeah.
Or the Indian government, and like the next day, like after they turn in all the evidence, that like the cops show up at like 3 a.m. Like they backed into like the office.
Yeah.
And like people who work there loaded up bags into the back of the police car, and the police car drove away. And they didn't hear anything.
Damn.
So like, what the fuck? Like, did they just like get paid off? And so like a couple months go by, they're still just just watching them through their cameras, and it's like the people like they're laughing about stealing thousands of dollars from old people, vulnerable people. It's just it's so shitty. They finally like get into someone contact that's not fucking corrupt.
Yeah.
Over in India, and they get it to the right people, and then finally they fucking they like storm the office with like a bunch of like swat people and arrest everybody. And like the
What
way
the
they
fuck?
get like a trial, I guess, in India, it's like a public trial, and like they're all
They
like on
fucking stone them.
no, like they're all on their knees, and like they all like get a camera like just like close to their face to like publicly shame them. Yeah, and
That's
they
fucking
took
wild.
him down, but like the head guy just like sits in his office and like plays fucking Angry Birds on his fucking
Some
phone.
Indian mafia shit. That's crazy.
He like posts on Instagram about having like a G-Wagon and shit. It's just crazy.
Damn. See, and I thought about this morning. I was like, I don't know about you, but I've always had this like insane like sense of like I hate anything that's like wrong, like injustice in general, right? I sound like fucking Batman.
That's the hero in you, bro.
right. It's the inner fucking
Vigilante.
Yeah. But like, so I was thinking about it, and do you remember in like elementary school when they'd have like, it's probably during February, and we'd watch My Friend Martin, that animated movie about Martin Luther King Jr.
My friend Martin.
Yeah, do you remember that? Where there was a white kid who would go back in time and he'd become friends with Martin Luther King Jr. What the fuck?
Is that a Texas thing?
Yeah, I guess if you guys are so fucking racist, you guys didn't watch Our Friend Martin.
No
What?
shot. I watched this, bro.
Dude.
Never.
Maybe that's why you are the way you are.
That's crazy.
Anyway, so the whole premise of this movie, right?
It came out in the 90s.
Yeah, is this white kid, right? Somehow gets sent back in time to during like segregation times, right? And becomes friends with Martin Luther King Jr., right? And eventually like finds out that like he like grows up and becomes like fucking Martin Luther King Jr. that we all know, and they kill him or whatever. But he finds out like how black people were treated back then. So like it's one of those movies where you watch as a kid and you're like, oh, racism's bad, you know? Whatever. So I remember I watched that, like we learned about Martin Luther King Jr. We watched that movie. My mom used to pick us up from school and like we'd walk home. So we were walking home one day and I was telling her I was just so mad that day because I was like, who would kill Martin Luther King Jr.? Who would do that? And I was like, I want to kill that guy who killed Martin Luther King Jr. That's what I told my mom, and she laughed. It's like, what do you tell like a 5-year-old kid that wants to kill someone else?
Crazy.
I had like zero significance of what death was, but I was like, whoever killed Martin Luther King Jr. needs to fucking die, and I want to be the one to kill him.
That's wild. That's fucking.
I've always had this like really like just burning sense of like I hate anything like when people do fucked up shit like that. I'm like I want to be the one to deliver that fucking justice right there.
That's crazy.
So you haven't seen that movie?
No.
You watch it tonight. Do yourself a favor.
I'm alright. Okay.
Okay. So he hates black people.
No, I just if you think about it, like if you have to teach that racism is bad, I think it's maybe a community that's fucking
Well,
that's
no.
in the wrong.
Well, obviously y'all needed it more here in Arizona. All right.
I don't think so.
Y'all just turned blue, right? But maybe that's why we're still red in Texas. Like, all right, we have to teach these kids young to not be racist.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
Yeah, that didn't make it
Very
in the
informative.
curriculum of Arizona. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess not. The owner of Starbucks, the
Oh.
CEO. Laxman Narasimhan. Fuck you.
Is he Asian?
He's Indian, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's the CEO of Starbucks. He said some dumb shit where he was like, I'm gonna work at a store once a month, like as the CEO. Yeah, right, bro. I don't think he has yet. I would love to see that motherfucker work a peak at a Starbucks one fucking day.
Peak season.
He would lose it. They would probably say something racist to him, the customers. You know, like that's just how they are. I'm like, have you ever dealt with a customer one time? Oh my god, bro. This is a customer story, right? Customer comes. She orders. It was a fucking stupid ass order. Her boyfriend is like, I want a nitro cold brew. The nitro cold brews are infused with nitrogen, right? They only come in a grande. He orders a fucking something like cinnamon cream, fucking nitro cold brew. Cool, whatever. She was like, I want to do the same thing. And I was like, okay, cool. So I type it in, and then she was like, but without like some add-ins or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Comes to the thing, and I was like, okay, I have 2 nitro cold brews, blah, blah, blah. She's like, no. And I was like, okay, what did you have? I'm thinking maybe I got it mixed up. Maybe it's the wrong car. She's like, no, we only had 1 nitro cold brew. And I was like, okay, what else did you have? She's like, we just had 1 nitro cold brew. And I was like, okay, so you just had 1 drink. And she was like, no, we had 2. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening. And she was like, we had 1 nitro cold brew and 1 regular cold brew. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I fix it, tell them, hey, just one natural cold brew, one regular cold brew, whatever. So I give them the natural cold brew. I'm like, here you go. I give her the second cold brew, and she's like, why is it so dark? And I was like, that's what you ordered. You ordered a fucking cold brew with like vanilla or whatever the fuck in it. And she was like, how come there's no milk or cream in there? And I was like, because you didn't order any. And she was like, it always comes with it. No, it doesn't. And I was like, by standard, it does not come with any milk or cream. And she was like, yes, it does. She was like, how come they always get it right at the other one? Which they always say that shit. There was like, at the other one, I'm not them. I'm me right now. That's not how it works, right? Maybe they know you over there. I've never fucking seen you in my life, you stupid fucking stringy-haired bitch, right? And so she's like, no, like, it always comes with cream or milk. And I was like, did you want cream or milk? I can make it for you. And she was like, yeah, I just don't understand how you don't know that. And I was like, it doesn't come with it, you know? And I lose my mind. And afterwards, I'm like, do you go to a fucking hamburger shop and order a hamburger and then get mad when there's no cheese on there? No, because it's a fucking hamburger. That's why if you wanted cheese, you'd order a fucking cheeseburger, you stupid cunt. Like, that blew my... I was so mad because she talked down to me so fucking much.
I can't leave any of this in.
She fucking... Yeah, you can. Leave that shit in. Fuck them.
Oh,
dude,
God.
who's gonna see this? Laxman? Like, fucking Henry Schultz, bro? No one gives a... Like, fuck that bitch. I was so mad. I was like, there's no way you're fucking real. Like, how does that happen? Oh my god, sorry, little rant there, little rant of a work story right
I'm
there.
glad this is a safe space for you to rant.
God, I have so many customers like that, and I'm like, dude.
I feel like those customers just like, I don't know, man.
My coworker too, he laughs because every time I laugh in customers' faces when they do shit like that, like I laughed at her when she was like, it comes with cream. I laughed. And I was like, no, it doesn't, you know, because I get so frustrated. I'm like, I could either say something really fucking stupid or just laugh. So this one lady too, same thing. It wasn't the same thing, but she like tastes her drink. She's like, I don't like it. So my coworker takes it and he's like, here, just remake this, put more vanilla in it. It's like it was a caramel macchiato, right? And I'm like, cool, with the extra caramel. So I fucking make it, give it to her. She's like, it doesn't taste right. And I was like, what do you want it to taste like? And she was like, I don't know. It's not right. And I was like, that doesn't help me. I'm like, what do you she's
Hang
like,
on, let me put my mind reading fucking
yeah. So she's not telling me. So I just remake it the original way and I give it to her the way that it was ordered on the thing. And she's like, this doesn't taste right. And I was like, oh, so it's the third time I've made this fucking drink. And I'm like, what do you like? Do you want it sweeter? She was like, yes. It's normally like way sweeter. And I was like, okay, well, the last one I made had more vanilla in it, and you didn't like it. And I made it the regular way that you ordered it, and you also didn't like it. So I don't really know what you're looking for. And she was like, I don't know. They always make it right the other one. And I was like, and here we go again, dude. And I was like, man, I started laughing because she gave it back to me, and I like dead ass. I was like, oh my god, and I laughed at her because I was like, there's no way. That's what I said to her. I was like, there's no way. And then she was like, it just doesn't taste right. So I fucking remake it again. Give it to her. She's like, no. And then she pulls up her phone, right? And she's like, she's going through her like mobile order, right? That she mobile ordered this drink before. And she finds it. She shows me a completely different fucking recipe, right?
That's
what
crazy.
she ordered was a caramel macchiato with vanilla and like extra caramel sauce, or like extra caramel drizzle. Cool. What was on the app was a fucking caramel macchiato with like dark caramel sauce, caramel crunch, extra vanilla, all this other shit. And I was like, how was I supposed to know that? There was no way in the fucking world I was ever gonna fucking figure that out just by you telling me you didn't like your fucking drink, you stupid cunt. Like I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
Is this in the drive-through or the?
No, it was in the fucking cafe.
And it takes like minutes at a time to make it.
Yes,
drink.
I made that drink 5 fucking times.
That's crazy.
For this stupid cunt. And
What
and,
about,
and she just for her to show me and then I was like, that's not. And I showed her the thing, and that was the other thing I showed her previously. I was like, this is what you ordered, right? And she was like, yes. And I was like, so why doesn't it taste right if I'm making exactly what's on the fucking sticker? And she was like, so after she showed me that, I was like, that's completely different, by the way. I was like, that's an entirely different drink. And she was like, well, I know I ordered it right up there. And I was like, obviously not, because if you did, we wouldn't be having this fucking conversation, you stupid bitch. Like, it blows my fucking mind. And I hope anyone who goes to Starbucks fucking sees this. I hope she sees this. You know, honestly, I doubt she will, but if she does, fuck you, respectfully.
Oh my gosh.
God, good work stories, huh?
That was a good like 15 minutes of just fucking work barista horror stories. It was good.
God.
Good content.
I know, and you know, I know Starbucks people can relate to that all over, you know, because you have some stupid fucking people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish we didn't have the bar glass so I could just give them the same drink again. And when they complain, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this one."
That's funny.
God, there's more, but I'll stop.
So like, if they drink out of it,
We
you can't fucking take it back.
technically
right?
we can't take it back. Depending on the situation, sometimes they'll still take it back because like
And you just
sometimes
pour
you
it
can.
out, obviously, right?
Yeah, sometimes the people are like, because it's like a health and safety thing, you're not supposed to take it back. But like some of the people I work with are like, fuck that. Like if they're just trying to get a free drink, we're like, fuck you, give me that shit back. We'll dump this shit out, right?
Yeah.
Like this one lady ordered a fucking
But you'll never like just add something to a drink, right?
no, unless it's like we usually just put it on the side. We give it a little cup. If you want extra vanilla, put it on the side. Cream, put it on the side. Take it. Like this one lady ordered it was a fucking grande pistachio latte. That's what I got. Made it for her. Here you go. She was like, my shift hands it out, and she was like, I ordered a venti. She was like, oh, okay. So she gives me the cup. I can't just add more milk and syrup and put it in another cup. So I remake it because I'm a good person. Here you go, ma'am. She was like, and I go to take the other one, and I go to dump it out. She's like, oh, I can take that one too. And I was like, oh, now you want it. And she's like, well, I want what I paid for. And I was like, you paid for a grande, and you got a venti.
That's crazy.
But then I was like, I'm not gonna make it my problem because like in reality, this product's wasted either way. It's lost money, so I'm either gonna dump it or give it to another person. So I'll just fucking give it to her. She's like, oh, I'll give it to my daughter. Fuck your daughter. She should have come in and ordered her own fucking drink. Like, it's just so annoying, dude.
I hope the CEO sees this. He's like,
Yeah.
you know what? This guy's
How's your single shift a month working, bro? How's that going?
No,
'Cause-
he's gonna see that you're fighting for his company. He's gonna give you a fucking promotion. bro.
Yeah, give me fucking CEO, bro. Give me a fucking raise, dude. Fuck. This one lady laughed about the tip system. This old fucking bitch comes in, orders her fucking coffee, right? And we have no control over that. I love the digital tip system because it's more money in my fucking paycheck. But it obviously it's the first question they asked, right? It's like, do you want a tip? No thanks. 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. And she was like, what is it asking? With her fucking Parkinson's, right? She couldn't even get the fucking card in, bro. She dropped it like 3 times. I had to help her out, right? Whatever. And so she finally gets the fucking card in. And then she's like, what is it saying? She's like, it's asking for a tip. That's so facetious. And then she hits the no thank you button on there. She's all, and then fucking takes the card out. And I was like, I just helped you put your card in the machine just to have you call us facetious for making your fucking drink, you bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Oh man,
Fuck the customers too.
that's funny. All right, guys, that does it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us this week. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Make sure you hit subscribe and follow us on all our socials. And we will see you next week. Later.
Peace.